How did you work?
You see that picture behind you?
Banging on it.
That's my 1948 Remington typewriter, on which I was a very rapid press box 2-finger typist.
Banging real hard.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Well, this is all over.
And I was living on, let's see, over here on 6th and Hawthorne. I weird neighbor. And I worked from 2 to 7 every day. That was the only time I ever wrote with a set schedule. Sometimes I'd cheat, but I was pretty conscientious. 2 to 7 every day. And I was allowed 10 cigarettes at that time, no more. I'd cheat about that too, but I was also conscientious.
What'd you smoke?
Sailors.
Oh, Jesus.
They used to smoke Cools. Then they changed their package, or Newports. Yeah, there's a certain sort of guilt feel. If I didn't work, I'd feel bad about it.
You feel
I was thinking, what were you doing instead? Oh, it's different now. Now that's the, it's the focus of what I'm surviving for. Since I have to survive, that's the law. I have to fill the time, I have to do something. So that takes up most of my energy, most of my concentration. When I'm not doing about it, when I'm not doing it, I think about it. I can't sleep.
You tend to
So I spend a lot of time lying in that bed thinking. I'm not thinking about the past, I'm thinking about that.
You don't dwell on the future?
No, there isn't any future. There's just the next day. That's all.
But what brought on the surgery? I never really have gotten that story.
Well, it had been a deterioration. I had chronic bladder infections all the time. Because when you have nerve damage, you can't empty your bladder, it backs up. So you get infections. That's what it started out with.
This was when?
Let's see, maybe 78. Yeah, it was about 4 years. And then finally, I was impotent, I was constipated. My right leg started to go out on me. And finally, Frida said, well, you should see a neurologist. She thought I had MS. That was her secret.
You hadn't been let down?
What?
You hadn't been let down in all that time?
Oh, I've been to all kinds of urologists and shit.
But it was all connected with this thing.
Yeah, but nobody figured that part out.
Yeah.
We didn't figure it out till I was on the fucking table. I mean, I saw the x-rays. They looked at the x-rays. They told me I had a little cyst. I'd be out in 6 weeks. All my troubles would be over.
Well, what was it?
It was a tumor the size of a banana, wrapped around my spine like a liana. I mean, I was literally choking myself to death.
What would the result have been?
Well, according to them, my lights would have been out in 6 months. A far happier result than this, but it was not to be.
So there's no explanation for why this thing grows or anything?
No, it was benign. It was not the scourge of God, cancer. They approximated it had been there 10 years. Like some tuber, potato or something. And about 10 years before, I had some very strange episodes. Which I'd gone to the hospital. I got a lot of tests, and I said, take Valium. Sort of a wastebasket diagnosis. Because they couldn't find anything wrong in your head. So I guess that's when I started. Antibiotics, same insurance. Not really. They kept having broken my leg. I think this is better for a young guy. We did that. I can blame other people. Done. I didn't do it. I noticed that. In the stage. 8. I got to 33. Passages, teens, and we really got a shot and just sit and watch. And I wonder what it would have been like. I think it probably, I think it was going to end up in the same place. I think I was disgusted with modernism before I went to the hospital as I am now. Well, maybe not quite as much. Now, since I can't do anything but look at it, you tend to see more of it. I mean, that's basically what it is. Maybe that's why I'm into this period thing.
How do you respond to that?
Oh, just a situation that we're all in here, overdeveloped Western civilization. I just think it's hopeless and untenable. I hope I dispatched it. No one could say anything about it. I mean, I do have this other storyline where it developed. But it's in that removed. It's dying and business and direct justice. How much of this book is autobiographical? The only reason it was straight. Yeah, I would. That's what illusion is about. She doesn't take these things as literally as other people.
Well, the other side of the University of Iowa choice theory writers who are the ones who often sort of act.
Yeah, there are a lot of those.
Right, the traffic choices, some of which are great on the read, but all has that very literal sense to it.
Are you into spelling grease pancake?
Yeah, it's like several initials grease pancake.
Right.
Yeah. Haven't read it.
I recommend this book for you. I didn't have much of a taste for that stuff, but this guy really had a shotgun. He killed himself with a shotgun. He was close on one side of it. I can't remember if he was just over or just short of it. And I think that's the one book he left behind. But it's a real wallop, some of that stuff. I never heard of the guy, and that is his real name, too.
Did you ever read T.C. Boyle?
Yeah.
Water music? I thought that was one.
I like water music. I have another book of it. Budding Prospects. My dad gave it.
Flat in comparison.
Well, the period thing is hard to do. You can really fall on your face. But I thought he pulled it off pretty well. But I've read other people's efforts where they sometimes just get too far into it. Or you'll run across this sort of, this island of undigested research.
How do you do the research here?
Well, Chuck goes to the library for me, and when you have a subject on which there's very little, it's easy. There just aren't a lot of books about Suriname, so I've probably read most of them by now.
I haven't taught yourself Dutch yet, though.
I have a dictionary here. That's impossible. I finally got to watch a movie in Dutch on Bravo to hear what it sounded like. Not really. It's sort of a mixture of French and German and something else. I don't like cats. I don't think I would like enormous ones.
How's Kevin's screenplay going?
He's deep into the insanity of it all. Now he's working on his first draft, and it's those guys who really don't have jobs, who have nothing to do, who are constantly, and nobody takes deadlines serious. Yeah, I always liked it there. I don't know why. I had a feeling of complete safety in that town. That whatever happened, there'd always be a place to fall back. That's where my mom grew up. In Westwood. That's the last place to live. My mom went to Beverly Hills High. No, I mean the jocks who make a lot. There was one at the track that I worked at, I don't know, it was 5'7", 5'8", and weighed like, 104 pounds. Had to spend 2 hours in the sweat box. Had probably broken just about every bone in his body. And during the card at night, he would take a Coke bottle and punch a hole in it through the cap with an ice pick and suck on it so he wouldn't take on any liquid weight. What a life. I met guys who were heavers, who could make themselves throw up just, by act of will. That way they could have a great big meal and enjoy it and then get rid of it half an hour later before I had a chance to fuck with their livelihood.
Rot their teeth out.
And that's what the big guys do, the same stuff.
Yeah. How tall are you?
5'6".
So you could have been the jack. Did you weigh too much?
Well, they tried to talk me into some of that. No, thank you. Most of them are shorter. This guy, Cowboy Jones, who was almost 5'8", I don't know why he was busting himself at that high. He certainly wasn't getting rich like Angel Cordero. He probably made maybe $25,000 a year. He was the best at that level, but he wasn't. And the whole culture machine is that's just much too fast for me. I can't keep up. And not just popular culture, political culture. Who knows, in 2 months South Africa will be a footnote. Something else will be chased with the same hysteria. Oh, come on, we're behind the window. That's a bird feeder right there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It'll take 5 minutes for one millet seed. Checking everything out. You need to be a monk.
Oh, it's tough to pull that off.
They spend their whole lives doing that. Reading and puttering in the garden and stuff. That's only the